for America?
You think I'm bad for America?
Yeah.
Would you have? I see a bunch of stupid people.
That was a snide remark.
Lie! I'm sick of it!
Every Thursday at Shalhevet High School in Los Angeles, students do something, well, a little different. They put down their pens, they close their screens, they leave their classrooms, and they gather together in one room. Every student from every grade, their teachers too. And together, they take part in something incredibly simple, but increasingly rare. They talk. They speak to one another. They debate issues and discuss ideas. This is Town Hall. It's not a lecture. It's not a speech. It's a conversation. One week, the subject might be healthcare reform. The next might be gun control. Every week, a different topic to be turned over ever so carefully. This week's topic, our obsession with college admissions.
So is it possible to focus on the intrinsic type of learning lishma, when colleges definitely matter and when you always have that looming over your head?
I have a brother who's a senior and he's in the application process and it consumes his life. I know that he loves to learn and it's taking away his love for learning.
When we have no extrinsic motivations or what it's supposed to be, we're really not that serious.
If we're only there when we want to learn, sometimes we won't come, sometimes we won't be engaged, and we won't be able to have that consistent, solid foundation to be engaged intrinsically later.
So does anyone see any scenario where at Shalhevet, instead of focusing on the grades, you focus on personal growth and you focus on having a stronger Jewish identity?
I think the main point of high school isn't necessarily to prepare us for college. It's about having an educational experience where we are able to develop our mindsets, and not just based on educational terms and classes that we have, but also on morality and about our understanding of the world, like we're having right now in Town Hall.
I think it's unfair for us to just stop thinking about it, because I don't know how we could stop thinking about it when it's so important.
I think that it's sort of a myth.
Another way to promote more intrinsic motivation is to not just focus on the student's responsibility to learn for the sake of learning, but to create a partnership with students and teachers.
And I think that we don't need to be saying that our students have to be intrinsically motivated in order for them to get the true goals of education, in order to derive that from their learning experience.
At a certain point, there's not going to be a college to give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down. At a certain point, that thumbs up or thumbs down needs to come from yourself.
Our sages said, Kol machloket l'shem shamayim, sofo lehitkayim. Any argument that is done for the sake of heaven will yield a positive result. At Town Hall, the students don't just learn this principle, they live it. The conversation is spirited, but respectful, passionate, but nuanced. Students are challenged to speak up and to listen, to be vulnerable, to refine their thinking, and to deepen their understanding. There may not be a textbook open or a chalkboard in sight, but it's in these moments of back and forth that the knowledge gleaned inside the classroom comes to life outside of it. It's in these moments that students take part in perhaps the most important part of their education. They learn to wrestle with ideas. They learn to listen to others. And they learn to form their identities, to shape their worldviews, to find out who they really are.